call of the Hogs can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
You're listening to Pod at the Palace with Curtis Wilkerson on Inside Arkansas.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Pod at the Palace Primetime, previewing Primetime at the Palace. That's what we're doing here. I'm Curtis Wilkerson with Inside Arkansas, joined by the whole crew. We got Andrew Ellis here. We got John Neighbors.
It's true.
Dudley Dawson is over there. So there he is. Intern Cameron's over here. We got the whole crew here. We're very, very excited, and you should be. We're out at Goat Lab Red in Oak Plaza on North Garland in Fayetteville, where the beer is cold. The wings are 25 cents, and it also just cost you a quarter to give John Neighbors a spanking for his birthday. So come up here and hand us a coin, and you can do that if you want to. But we're excited. We're here to get you geared up for our first look at Razorback basketball at Bud Walton Arena tonight at 8 o'clock, fellas. The ambiance, the unofficial start of the college basketball season, it doesn't get much better than this, does it?
It doesn't, actually, at all. And please don't pay any quarters for that. It's like I did a lower leg workout today. We don't need that today. So, but listen, the vibes are high for Razorback basketball. I know football may not have gone the way people have wanted so far, but basketball season, primetime at the Palace, John Caliperry is still your head coach. Can you believe that? And this team's going to be loaded. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll officially get started tonight. I'm excited about this, man. And I'm excited to be here at Goat Lab Red in Fayetteville. This place is awesome. Shout out to Bill over here doing a great job, and I just can't wait to see what the rest transpires to be.
Yeah, I'm excited about the event at Bud Walton tonight. I don't think anybody really knows what to expect, like what it's going to really look like. But I'm excited, man. It's Cal. He always has a spectacle with him. I mean, he brought out Drake at one of these things at Kentucky. I don't know if we're getting that level of an event tonight, but I'm excited to see that, get our first look at the team. And we talk a lot about the personal connection, and we felt like last year it took us a while to really fall in love with the team and really build that connection where we felt like they were truly Hogs. Hopefully tonight is the beginning of starting that a little bit earlier. But man, I gotta be honest, I love Goat Lab Red. I'm blown away by this place. My only complaint, they had the Memphis game on when we got here.
Yeah, it's tough.
They had the Memphis rerun, and it was just in time. 2 minutes after I got here, Mike Washington fumbled it away. It did not end differently this time. Even the bathroom's decorated in there, though. We've got all kinds of memorabilia here. We got the 25-cent wings. We're having a good time.
We also have some stuff to give away.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know how we want to go about doing that, but we do have things. If people want.
We do have things that, hey, listen, ladies, I mean, if you forget your clear bag.
Yeah, there you go.
You got clear bags. Because, listen, everybody's been there. We got clear bags. I think these are fans. In case it gets a little too hot in Bud Walton Arena for you tonight. Could happen with the amount of threes Carter Knox is going to hit. We got a Caliperry cup. A Caliperry cup. You think he got that at Kentucky? I guarantee he didn't. So, but yeah, we got some great stuff up here too. We'll give some giveaways and have some fun talking basketball, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's not on TV tonight. It's not broadcast or anything like that. People have been asking me about that. But here's the thing. It's free to go down there.
Free $99.
Claim your tickets and go down to Bud Walton Arena and check it out at 8 o'clock. Or if you can't go, maybe Pinto's doing a little stream thing. Go find them on the socials, could be a good deal. But, hey, listen, I want to set the expectations for everybody because Arkansas hasn't done this in a while. It's been a minute since they've done something like this. You have the red-white game that they would do at Barnhill Arena, which is really cool. It's like the inter-squad scrimmage and everything like that. They tried the, I don't know if anybody went to that, but the Bud Walton, the BWA Live thing a few years ago with Eric Musselman. It was like students only.
Lame.
It wasn't great. This is like an event. This is for the family. This is for the students. I mean, John Caliperry's been hanging out at the fraternities, the sororities, literally all week to try to drum up some excitement, build that connection like you're talking about. But they're going to be giving away scholarships to anybody who is currently in school and you want to get that paid for, get some tuition paid for. They're going to be doing half-court shots for $20,000. Is that cold, hard cash? Is it I don't know what that looks like, but that's a pretty good deal to me. I wish I could get involved in it for sure. We're going to have a three-point contest, a dunk contest. They're going to recognize the women's basketball team. And then, of course, they'll scrimmage. They'll get out there and play, and it's going to be our first look at this Razorback basketball team, which a lot of people have ranked inside the top 10. A lot of people think this could be the team that could get Arkansas back to that Final Four, and we've been hearing all about it. Media got to go to one practice and check it out. But this is the first time for the fan base to get in there and just check them out live, up close and in person. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so too. I can't wait to see what this team looks like. And as we've been talking about, I just want to have a good January. We have not had a good January in a long time. When you've lost a lot of games against SEC opponents to start, tough losses. As long as it ends in greatly in postseason, that's fine. But it just seems like Cal has a team that's built to not only win in the regular season, but to win in the postseason as well. He's got size. He's got athleticism. Hopefully everybody stays healthy, knock on wood. But, I mean, Like Cal's walking tall, dude. Like this dude's walking tall right now. His peacock feathers are showing, so that makes me even more confident. And I'm not saying they're going to go undefeated, but I do think they're going to go close to being undefeated this year.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So I'm a little bit younger than you guys. You guys are much
we're old,
significantly
like
older
a decade
than me.
Almost, which is crazy.
John is now
That's
officially 10 years. I mean,
crazy.
for at least the next few weeks, John is 10 years older than me. But for most of my life, Arkansas has not been a very prominent basketball program. And that may sound crazy to some, to Dudley in here, who's like lived most of his life. Arkansas has been on top. But for most of my life, Arkansas has been, kind of a middle of the road, mid-tier basketball program. And I grew up watching Kentucky do events like this, do their big blue madness. I would watch Duke, and they would do their cool thing where they're all singing Kumbaya and clapping together and singing every time we touch. And I would see all these other programs do this stuff, and I would watch Cal at Kentucky. I even remember watching, I had this VCR of the 94 championship team, which I was not alive for, but I remember watching, they did a Midnight Madness for the 95 year, and like how exciting that was for the fan base. And it's just what cool programs do. It's what the cool kids in college basketball do. It's what the prominent programs do. It's not like a groundbreaking event we're about to see at Bud Walton, but I'm just happy that Arkansas is doing something like that, and that the excitement level for basketball is at an all-time high. I mean, the program, of course, in the last decade has taken such a clear step forward. I think this is awesome. I think it's going to connect the fan base, and I'm just happy that we have something to get behind and get excited about. Could not have come at a better time given everything else going on with the athletic department.
No kidding, man. And you mentioned John Calipari and his peacock feathers and everything. This team's got a really, really challenging schedule this year, and like they're not ducking any smoke. They go to Michigan State the first weekend of the season. They've got a lot of really tough games, and a lot of people think, okay, well, when John Calipari does that, when he schedules hard, it means that he's really excited about his team. He's confident in his group. And I think about last year, and he says it all the time. It's like I asked for the team, there was no team. I needed the schedule, there was no schedule. We get it. Like he likes to play the hits there. But I think there's something to be said for just being comfortable in your own skin, your own surroundings. They got the most returning production back in the SEC. They went out to the transfer portal and got a couple guys. They got the freshmen that you're excited about. But he's pretty pumped up about his team. And you talk about, okay, if they're playing this tough schedule, he's not scared to expose them early. He's not scared to challenge them early. And then they're doing things like this. Because last year, I get it, they were a little bit behind the eight ball in terms of getting everything going. But did we do anything like this last year?
No,
we didn't. They went out to Pine Bluff and they went out to Hot Springs, which is cool. I'm glad that they're getting out to the state, but they didn't do anything in Fayetteville until they had that exhibition against Kansas. And so now not only are we getting this and they're trying to drum up the excitement, get the students going, get the fan base going, they're doing a pro day on Sunday. So they're going to have scouts and personnel from all 30 NBA teams who are going to be in there evaluating these guys as they go through drills and they scrimmage. And it's going to be able to, you can watch it. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on television. That tells me that he's very confident in what this team's got going on. If I'm anybody else across the country right now, I'm looking at that and I'm going, John Calipari's feeling himself. That's usually not a good thing for us. Well, it's a great thing for us now. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine what Mark Pope and Kentucky are doing right now? Like, I mean, they're probably over here just talking about, oh man, this Mark Pope guy, he remembers when Patrick Sparks was the point guard and how awesome it was when they went to that Sweet 16 and they beat Louisville in a meaningless game. It's like, that's great and all. We're over here being like, we are the party now. Like, that's what Arkansas basketball's become. It's become the party. It's the thing that everybody looks at, everyone pays attention to. It's like the champagne room. Everybody wants an invite into it, but only the cool kids get to go into it. And that's what's awesome. Like right now with John Calipari, is like you get the attention from everybody, national media. You're getting these games scheduled. You're getting everyone being like, man, so what's Arkansas and Cal doing? Had a big commitment today, as I know you talked about on Pod at the Palace this morning, Curtis. It's like, it's just nice to know that, hey, if there's a 5-star player out there, Arkansas has got a legitimate shot. It's great to know, hey, is there a great team out there that would like to have a good marquee matchup? Hey, Arkansas is probably going to play them this year. It's just amazing how, listen, Arkansas is a big-time program. We know that. But Cal has been able to ignite it to another level that it hasn't been in quite some time. And it just feels good to be a part of it. Like here in Fayetteville, you talk about the athletic department needing great sports to feel excited about. Football, we'll see. Shout out to Bobby Petrino being back. But if basketball gets going and this team is rocking and they're holding on like a top 10 ranking throughout the year type stuff, man, Razorback fans are going to start getting arrogant. They're going to start getting arrogant. They have every right to be.
And Curtis, I think you nailed it when it comes to being prepared for being on these big stages and getting used to that. And I think when we were back in Lexington back in February, one of the best moments of our lives and our careers, that was the thing that you could almost feel in that arena, is that Cal was living for it. He loved the fact that all the attention was on him. Of course, he's a guy with a big ego. These guys like to be in these big moments, but not every program is built that way. We see programs every year play great in the regular season, then they get in these big matchups. It's not quite the same. Gonzaga, I feel like that's kind of the product of their program. You're so good, you're so great, but do you really embrace that big stage? And you think about what this particular basketball team is going to do. You're going to play Thanksgiving against Duke in the United Center. That's a massive stage. Not that what they're going to do tonight is necessarily going to be anything close to that, but it's just getting you used to that spotlight, getting used to having people excited about it. And I think as Razorback fans, we're always taught to kind of err on the side of caution. When we get excitement, when national people talk about your team, we almost see that as a bad thing, where we're like, oh, damn, people are paying attention to us. We're going to choke. It's kind of that battered hog syndrome. But Cal, you just don't get that feel. Of course, he's had his teams that have had his ups and downs, but he always tries to build that excitement, doesn't shy away from that big stage. You can really feel that from the top of the program, and I hope the players start to see some of that tonight, and we can really start to build that connection and embrace that excitement and not run from the fact that we're going to be on a lot of big stages. So you better get used to it. You better get used to playing in these big-time atmospheres in front of big-time fan bases, and I hope it makes the home crowds just that more electric this year.
I hope that it makes the home crowds that much more electric this year, too. You know, we've been talking about it on the pod at the Palace, and we get into, it's like talking season for football as it leads up to SEC Media Day and list season when it's like, oh, so-and-so's on this watch list, that watch list. It's that way for basketball now. And I love when Andy Katz, everybody knows Andy Katz, college basketball analyst, and he puts out his list, and he's doing that right now. And he had 2 on back-to-back days. And a couple days ago, he had the most vaunted arenas in the country, like the most respected college basketball venues in the country. Bud Walton Arena's on there at number 6. The only SEC school on there, number 6. You want to be number 1, but, okay, fine, you take it. But then the next day, he did the craziest, rowdiest student sections. Arkansas wasn't on it.
Sad.
I think that they can do something about that, and that's why I love what John Caliperry's doing, which is getting out and trying to connect with the students. Going to the frats, going to the sororities, that's awesome. It's great for content. But I like what he said at his press conference about, hey, I work for the students. Like, that's what I'm here. That's what this is all about. Now he's trying to give them out tuition and doing the $20,000 half-court shots and everything like that. That's a pretty cool deal. I like that a lot coming from John Calipari. You guys seeing Bill run around here, by the way? It's like, you get a wing, you get a wing, you get a wing,
yeah,
you get a wing.
He's tossing crazy, wings like they're going out of style, man. But that's
unbelievable.
Leading from the front. That's what Bill
That's
right.
That's
exactly right.
Yeah. But I was trying to think of it back when I was in school in my 7.5 years at the University of Arkansas. And I was thinking of like when I was in a fraternity house and I get a knock on the door and it's John frickin' Calipari. I crap my pants.
Seriously.
I wouldn't know what to say to the man. It's like, but see, that's like, and again, it's always cool when coaches do that, but it means something more when it's Cal. That's probably why he's such a great recruiter. You don't think he was putting on a great recruiting pitch to all these kids, being like, hey, I know that it's football season, but guys, we got a great basketball team. We're going to need you here. Get crazy. It's going to get crazy this year. Like, I mean, how do you say no to that? If you're a student, if Cal is sitting there talking to you personally, how do you say no to not showing up all year long? How do you not do
that?
That
man learned what a QR code was to relate to the students.
Yeah.
That's effort.
That's how big it was, man.
I think there's also something to be said. Curtis, you mentioned Cal likes to schedule big when he feels like he has a good team. And make no mistake, he feels like he's got a good team. He loves the retention on this team. And, of course, we're all going to view it through that lens of, hey, what constitutes a successful season? Is it 26 regular season wins? Is it going to the Elite Eight? Is it going to the Final Four? What is it? And we can still have that discussion. But I think what's important for tonight and really for the rest of the season in this early stretch here in these games is us falling in love with the team. And not just us, because we kind of already have, but these fans, to where obviously you're still going to care about their journey, but you want to feel invested. You want to feel like those are your guys. And that's what I feel like tonight's kind of all about, is establishing that tone of like, hey, these are your guys. And we'll see what they are. Maybe you'll change your expectations based on the night. I doubt it. And you probably shouldn't. But I feel like that's what tonight's about, is like kind of starting to fall in love with that team. And then you just look forward to seeing them play. And then all of a sudden, you're still going to care about that expectation. And I'm not here trying to make a wins don't matter. It's just about them playing hard and us loving them and stuff. But I think the more you're invested, the more you care about the guys on the floor, the more the product really means something to you. And so I think it's going to be awesome to see that process start tonight, because I feel like last year it really did take them going to Lexington and winning before we all really felt that about the team.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. And so let's talk about what's going to happen tonight a little bit. We got to give our predictions for some of these things, right? Of course.
Very important.
Like, I'm very excited about the laser show, but I also want to see him play basketball tonight, Yeah. And so, again, this is our first opportunity for everyone to see these guys up close and in person. You always get excited about the shiny new toys, right? Everybody's been hearing about Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas for, the better part of a year now that these guys have been committed. McDonald's All-Americans, the 5 stars, great. The transfer portal additions, everybody goes crazy in portal season. I know, I cover it. It's absolutely nuts. Nick Pringle, Malik Ewan joining. But then there's something to be said about the guys coming back. And that's been such a big talking point for Arkansas this year is you've got Billy Richmond and Carter Knox and DJ Wagner and Trevor Brazile all returning to this team. When you didn't have any of that last year, that kind of puts you in a higher position. But one thing that they're going to do, probably the first thing that they're going to do when we get out there in a little bit, is they're going to do the introductions. And they're going to introduce every player on this roster. I want to know what you guys think. Who's going to get the loudest ovation? Now, you can't say John Calipari because that's probably going to be the answer. But which player is going to get the biggest ovation from these fans?
I think it's got to be Carter Knox.
Okay.
I mean, I would say, ever since for that, like the way he played and then in the tournament, because you have 20 points, I think, in the game against Texas Tech.
He was awesome.
As a true freshman.
Yeah, great.
And of course, we're going to take credit for this of his kill, celebrate, kill again, celebrate, kill again, celebrate. I mean, that type of mentality is what people want to see. And I think it's going to be Carter Knox. And but here's the deal. It's like if it was anybody else, it's not like I'm going to be shocked. It's not going to be like, oh, what in the world? Did they hate Carter Knox now? Like, no, it's just the familiarity I think is great. And Carter Knox was the one that everybody was really wanting back. So I think he's going to be him.
I mean, and listen, Carter might be the best. I mean, he's probably the best player on the team. Going to get the most preseason love. Certainly wouldn't be surprised if it's him. I got to give a shout out real quick to my guy TB because we love Trevin Brazile. We consider Trevin Brazile our large adult son. We've been here. We've watched him grow up. We've seen him have his ups and downs, and we're endeared to him, and we cheer for him. And I think there will be a healthy respect from the Razorback fans. Of course, I mean, he's the longest tenured Razorback on the team, especially Lawson Blake's no longer around, right? So, truly, even with the walk-ons, he is the longest tenured Razorback. That means something. He'll get a good pop. But my answer is DJ Wagner. One, because John's rocking the DJ Wagner, which shout out to John, having the guns out
this
today.
This is way too small for me.
We talked about our boy Logan. He loves DJ Wagner. We were talking to some fans earlier tonight. They love DJ Wagner. He's a guy that I feel like Hog fans have embraced. And I think what's important to remember about DJ Wagner, Kentucky fans hate that kid.
Yeah,
they really do.
That's a fact.
Hate that kid. He came to Kentucky as this 5-star, over-the-top hype, and, he's going to be this one-and-done top 10 pick. And he didn't live up to that. And so Kentucky fans really held that against him. And I think Arkansas fans, when DJ Wagner came to Arkansas, Curtis, I remember you and I having some conversations where we were like, man, the expectations really aren't that high. It's not like we're expecting this guy to come in and be this star. And he became this steady hand point guard, which we came to learn and love. I think that DJ Wagner has found a home in Fayetteville, and I hope Hog fans view him through that lens of this is a guy that 5-star, had all this love, had all this attention, but Kentucky didn't give it to him, but Arkansas gave him that love. And he was able to embrace it. He's not the best player on the team. He's not going to average the most points. He's not going to dominate all these games. But he's going to be your senior, or I guess junior, but a junior in college basketball. You might as well be like a 7-year guy in any other sport. I think that Arkansas fans are going to embrace him and continue to embrace him the way they did last year. I think getting him back was another – talk about guys that we were really hoping would come back. There was a while we didn't know that about DJ Wagner. I think it's cool. Anytime a guy makes a decision to be a Razorback, which DJ Wagner has now done – twice when he decided to transfer here, but also when he decided to not explore his other options, not enter the transfer portal. I think Hog fans will give him some respect for that, and I think he's a guy that Hog fans like to get behind for sure.
There are 2 guards in the SEC that are entering their 3rd year who have averaged double digits both years that they played, and it's DJ Wagner and it's Josh Hubbard at Mississippi State. There's something to be said for a guy that's just been in the program. He's still in school. It's unbelievable. They might be the same age, actually.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's kind of crazy. It's crazy to think
Devo
about.
Davis is not in school anymore, right?
Nah.
Devo Davis
okay,
is done.
Devo
Davis is over. I think he's overseas.
Good for him.
I think he's playing overseas.
That's good.
Believe it or not. Good for him.
Yeah.
I like what you said about DJ, and I like what Cal has said about him emerging as a leader, being a vocal, being the voice on the team. It was really interesting when Cal was saying the other day in his press conference, like, all right, I'm not doing a thing where I name captains, and we're not going to vote on captains. We're going to go out there for the first game, and the officials are going to come out to mid-floor, and they're going to say, captains, and whoever comes is going to be your guys. And the point is, it's like, okay, these guys are going to know what the pecking order is, and the leaders are going to emerge. They're going to take charge of that situation. I guarantee you that DJ Wagner is going to be one of the guys that walks up there.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind about it. So I think that's good. I will take the Trevin Brazile answer for the loudest ovation.
Yeah.
He might be the last 4-year Razorback that we ever have.
I don't know how he's not.
I mean, in this era, I mean,
can he come back another year?
I don't think so, but you can. I mean, if Diego Pavia can play more football, then Trevin Brazile can play more basketball. So I'll give him that.
Yeah. Well, listen, last time we saw Trevin Brazile, I will say dude just puts on some poundage, and it was in a good way. I mean, the dude's looking big, and so hopefully it doesn't mess up his alley-oop dunking game. But that's the thing is just it seems like you have so many pieces, and you got everything you need. You got the true freshman, you got experience, you got retention, you got size, you got length, you got everything that you could possibly need. And again, it's like if you're a Razorback basketball fan, how do you not just see this? And also having a Hall of Fame coach doesn't hurt. How do you just not be like, oh yeah, Final Four is definitely within the reach right now? Like, I mean, it's hard not to just get, because you get, like you said, battered hog syndrome, but it's true. It's like, you got a good team, man. Like, this isn't just some blowing smoke. You got a really good team. And the only people that don't think you have a good team is like Jeff Goodman and all these other morons that hate Caliperry. So it's like, I think you got a good team. You need to embrace the Razorback fans and get your tickets now while you can. Because I guarantee you, once this team starts winning big, it's going to be a tough ticket to find in Bud Walton Arena.
As much as we're embracing this tonight being like the first look at the team and, this is going to be when we fall in love with them, I also think that retention, of course, is a huge storyline for this team. This is the most retention John Caliperry's had in a long time, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine. I mean, I really would have to go back through the archives to find a time where he had this many returning pieces that actually played a good amount. And I hope it feels like that at Bud Walton tonight. I hope, because I think that's another thing that with last year, we just didn't know. We didn't know what it was going to look like. We didn't know what Nelly Davis was going to look like. We didn't know what DJ Wagner was going to look like in Razorback Red. All these things were kind of up in the air. Even Trevin, who was a returner, is a completely different coaching staff. I don't know if he really felt comfortable. I hope that we were able to feel that from the team and the staff. And Cal's mentioned it in every interview he's done. He's mentioned the retention because he has to just love that. Not having to start from scratch, not having to reteach everything about his system and how things are done. I think that's going to be important. And I hope that tonight, for some of those returning players, feels like a return home to a place they've already become already become ingrained with the fan base. And I hope they feel that love from the fan base, and I hope the fans give it to them. But that retention is a huge factor for this team, but it's also a huge factor in how we view this team as fans. Because, again, we know these guys. We know what they're about. Now let's just go out there and see what they can do together.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. And honestly, we just sat here and said, okay, everybody give your who's going to get the biggest ovation. We all picked returners. Not the Burger Boys, not the 5-stars, not the transfer portal guys, the guys who were here. That battled through all that last year. So yeah,
earn those stripes, earn those pinstripes.
That's exactly right. Yep. Yeah, you got to earn those cheers from the crowd, man. It's okay. It's fine. Okay, dunk contest.
Yeah,
I'm excited for this. The NBA dunk contest has gone downhill, right? Sure. Like it's just not what it used to be. I don't know what this is going to be. There are some coaches out there. I want to say, I don't remember if it was Eric Musselman that did this, but there were certain things that were like off limits. It's like if somebody wants to, if I'm Trevin Brazil and I said, hey, I want to win this dunk contest tonight, I'm going to jump over Paolo Samito, he's 7'1", and Elmer Zafich, and he's 7 foot. So I'm going to jump over both of those guys. I could see a coach being like, yeah, because if you bust your rear end, that's going to be probably, we got to have you, man. So some of that stuff might be off limits.
Yeah.
Who's going to win this dunk contest? And I'm going to tell you right now, John Caliperry was asked this question the other day, and he picked Nick Pringle. And, Nick Pringle's your center, right? He's 6'10", 240 pounds. He's huge. I mean, I'm sure he can jump. But when I think dunk contest, like, who can do tricks with it? Right? Like, who can get the most creative? And Nick Pringle doesn't really.
Is that what you're saying?
Do tricks with it.
The tricks. No, I think listen, I don't know, unless he's like Dwight Howard out there, like Nick Pringle going out there and doing like, throwing the
blowing
ball.
out the candle on the top of the rim.
Like some dumb stuff like that.
12-foot rim.
Yeah, 12-foot rim or something, then maybe. But like, I don't know. It's just like you think Trevin Brazil probably has the most length and all the verticality.
In-game windmills under your belt.
You're already there. But it was like, if you have that, maybe because some of these freshmen, it's like, I don't know, but they may have it in it. It's gonna end up being like somebody's like a walk-on. That's just like the number 99, whoever that guy was in the team picture. I don't remember who it was, but I'm like, that guy's probably. Was that who it was?
Paolo Samito?
Yeah, it's probably going to be him.
Be good for
and then everyone's going to be like, yeah, who? Because they're not going to know. But I don't know. It's just, I really hope, and I want to be wrong in this. I feel like anytime they have a dunk contest of like Razorbacks, it just kind of ends up being a big meh.
I know. But I'm hoping it does.
I'm hoping it's not. Trivia question for y'all. Do y'all remember who won the first dunk contest that Eric Musselman did at Arkansas?
Ricky Council the fourth.
It was before him. I'll give you a hint. It came from that freshman class that had the 4 guys that we all got excited about, the 4 in-state kids.
Oh, was it Moses that won that year?
It was Devo. Moses participated.
Oh, no, that's right.
Devo came out of nowhere. And by the way, Devo, we all love Devo. Yeah. Going into that year, we did not have Devo penciled as this guy who was going to be a star. That was kind of part of why we started to really get behind Devo. That's interesting. And I think that there, John, you touched on the length aspect. sometimes I see people talk about dunk contests and they act like big men can't win it. Which is, I get it. When if a 6'6" guy and a 6'10" guy do the same dunk, it's going to look cooler when the 6'6" guy does it, just because he has the jump higher. He seems like he worked.
It looks like he tried
more.
harder. Yeah.
But I also think there's some dunks that a guy like Trevin, 6'10", with the vertical he has, can pull off that some of these other guys can't. I think Trevin Brazil should be the favorite. Like if we were doing betting odds, but I want to make the case real quick for Isaiah Seeley, 6'7" long. He went viral last year in high school for dunking for posterizing someone.
Yes, he did.
He had some pretty crazy dunks in his senior year of high school. Has the verticality. I mean, all these guys are. I mean, they're at Arkansas. You don't get to Arkansas by not being a top level athlete that can throw it down. Isaiah Seeley's got something to prove, man. He's a freshman. That's an in-state kid. He's gonna be fired up. I think Trevin, who again I think should be the favorite. I could see Trevin maybe taking it a little easy in this. You mentioned the added LBs. Maybe that'll factor in.
Yeah.
I've got Isaiah Seeley. I think he's a sleeper in this dunk contest a little bit. But respect to Billy Richmond and Carter Knox.
Yeah, definitely respect to both of those guys. I might go with Billy. I just remember being at the NCAA tournament, and we got to sit in on that practice in Providence.
Yeah.
And I was right underneath the rim, and they were doing drills, and I'm just watching Billy just dunk after dunk after dunk. I'm like, this dude, it's crazy how explosive he is. I like that Isaiah Seeley pick. Trevin Brazil, I feel like Trevin Brazil is more of like the highlight dunker. Like he's on SC top 10.
His in-game dunks,
it's crazy.
Would be solid dunk contest dunks.
Yeah.
Billy, to your point though, Curtis, Billy gives me the impression that if all these guys, they all dunk on a fairly regular basis. I feel like Billy practices dunks more than anybody on the team.
He also punishes the rim. Like he dunks with a lot of authority, and that's going to get people excited. I wonder who the judges are. It should be us.
I am interesting about that. It should be
us. It should be us. We're good judges of character and judges of dunk contests, I believe. So, no, hopefully they have some former players.
Cool.
That'd be cool. That always gets people pumped up or excited. But no. By the way, really quick, I just want to remind everybody that here at Goat Lab Red, which we're broadcasting live from, great crowd. We appreciate everybody coming out. Again, we know it's for us, but the wings aren't too bad too with the 25 cents. But either way, just remember on game days they do progressive wings, where every time the Razorbacks score, which hopefully they start scoring a lot more, the prices go down on the wings throughout the game. So, and it could get down to free. So the rules do apply. But also Nikki Glazier, I know Andrew, you were talking about her. You want to go see this show?
Huge fan of Nikki Glazier.
Yeah, Nikki Glazier, comedian. They're doing a ticket giveaway to Goat Lab Brewery up in Lowell. And if you want to be a part of that here at the Fayetteville location, just you get a free entry by and getting your extra entries by eating and drinking here at Goat Lab. You just got to ask the bartender for details. So if you want to be a part of that giveaway, ask the bartender and you get to be a part of it. So yeah, get to have comedy shows, get to have all that. Speaking of celebrities that are just walking in,
hey,
we got we got Pintos in the house, man. The stars have really come out for this one.
He will be the most popular man in the state tonight.
We
know that's the case.
Yeah, you just got an extra following, man, on your Twitter.
Exactly. Oh man. Okay, so all right, we did the dunk contest, 3-point contest. Here's the thing. Everybody always questions whether or not Arkansas can shoot. Like they haven't been a great 3-point shooting team in years. I don't know, like Eric Muslin's first year or whatever. I think they've got some guys who can knock it down. But if you are doing a 3-point contest, if you're going to bring a bunch of fans into the arena and do this, that probably tells you like, okay, we feel like we got a number of guys that can show well here. When we went to the BWA Live thing, wasn't it like Joseph Pinion and Cade Arbogast in the finals?
Won it.
And Cade won it. Yeah, and it's like, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense here. Who's going to win this 3-point contest tonight for Arkansas?
Well, I want to say it's going to be Carter, but I already picked him for something else, for the biggest ovation. So I've got to mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to really screw with people's heads. It's going to be Billy Richmond.
He's been getting his reps in.
But and I know he has, but it's just going to make me laugh because there's going to be so many people that don't think that he's like a good 3-point shooter at all. And then he's going to go out there and win, and everyone's going to be like, whoa, what, mate, now this guy. Like, we are going to go undefeated. Billy Richmond's out here hitting threes. I don't know if he's going to be the best 3-point shooter of the season, but I think he's going to go out there and he's going to start feeling himself. He's going to start getting them up, and then the lefties are going to start just putting them right in the hole. So, yeah, give me Billy Richmond to win the 3-point competition.
That's a wild card. Like, you would get great odds on that.
Yeah, I'd make a lot of money on those odds.
Plus 2,300
at least,
what I read.
From Bet SARACEN.
Respect to 3J Wagner, who I think is going to perform better if he is participating. He'll perform better than I think people realize. Give me Malik Thomas.
He's
a little bit of a
That's
wild
a good
card here. I don't know if he's the best pure shooter on the team. I think Carter might be that guy. And I think Carter's probably the safe bet. Like, if you want to be a nerd, pick Carter to win the 3-point contest. But I think Malik Thomas, it comes back to something to prove. These freshmen are going to be in here with a little bit extra chip on their shoulder, wanting to make an impression. We know Malik Thomas is as competitive as anyone on the roster. I mean, just a guy that when the lights come on, really wants to make an impression, has that kind of scorer's mentality. I think he's going to get hot. I think he's gonna rattle off 5 or 6 in a row. I like Malik Thomas. I think he's going to fare well in this.
I think it's a really good pick. Anytime that you have those overtime elite guys, like they don't play in the traditional high school thing. Overtime elite is like a basketball school. You eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. And so anytime you're doing things like this, like a 3-point contest or drills or whatever, those guys shine. So I automatically think about Malik Thomas. I automatically think about Carter Knox. Those guys are always going to do well in that. I'm going to go Darius Acuff Jr. It's crazy to me that he's like the second highest rated recruit that Arkansas has ever brought into the program since they started doing rankings for these kids. Nobody's really talking about it.
It took us 31 minutes to mention him on this.
It took us 31 minutes to mention Darius Acuff Jr. He's the number 1 point guard prospect in the country. He's a McDonald's All-American, 5-star. He's really, really good. And listen, he kind of had a little bit of a rough senior season shooting 3, but he was also taking like 25 shots a game. You know how it is. If you're the best player on the team, you're putting him up there. You're taking bad shots. But when he was a junior, he shot damn near 40% from 3. I think he's going to be a lot better from the perimeter than some people give him credit for. So I will go with him. Malik Thomas is going to be my answer, but we can't double dip around here. I'm going to go with the other freshman.
I like that. Respectful.
Well, so let me ask you something. So if is Acuff, you said the second highest rated player ever at Arkansas, right? Mm-hmm. Is Nick Smith number 1?
That would be correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure because I was trying to think if there was like some sort of one that I didn't
Los
realize.
Angeles Laker Nick Smith.
Yeah. That's right. Him and Bronny are hanging out, like playing big. So yeah. Shout out to Nick Smith. He's our guy, though. No slander of Nick Smith allowed on this program.
Or Trevin. Yeah,
or Trevin Brazil.
On the no slander.
I know some of you people have been tweeting out some
Everyone
mean
else
things.
is fair game.
Yeah, everybody else you can mean tweet.
DJ Wagner, slander away.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all fine.
Exactly. What do you guys think this scrimmage is going to look like? Because to me, like they do the red-white game usually, and it's like 4 quarters, and they split up the teams. And they just actually play a full game. I didn't get the sense that that's what this was going to be. I asked somebody on staff, what's it going to look like? You guys going to play a full thing? Because when they sent out the release, it was like, okay, we're starting at 8 o'clock, but we're going to announce the women's team. We're doing a laser show. We're doing these giveaways. We're doing a dunk contest, a 3-point contest. Then we're going to play, and we're out of there by 9:30. So I'm like, there's no way they can play a full game.
No way.
I was told they're going to try to play the equivalent of a half. So I don't know if they do like 2 10-minute quarters or if they just do a running clock or what that's going to look like. So it's going to be a decent amount of basketball. I've watched John Calipari do these at Kentucky. They would put them on SEC Network Plus or whatever, and it came across as like an NBA All-Star game because they're trying to entertain the fans, right? So I don't want anybody to walk out of here tonight and be like, I don't know about Arkansas's defense, man. That didn't look great. Probably going to be a lot of threes. They're going to be throwing a lot of lobs, getting a lot of dunks, getting people excited. I don't know how competitive it's going to be, especially compared to like Sunday when they're doing the pro day situation. It's like, all right, man, you got like 50 NBA scouts in here. We're going to get after it. This is a little bit more relaxed for fun, for show, to get people excited. So I don't know how much we're going to be able to take away from it, but I'm excited to see them play. I know that.
All it's going to take is like 1 or 2 players to just be like getting hot from 3 or something like that, and it's just going to make everybody think.
Thomas is good for it.
Yeah, so they'll be like, man, I could see this guy. He's basically like Al Dillard. And, they're going to start making comparisons, and it's probably not fair. But the thing is, like, you have so many options there that I could see any of these players just really showing out. But I'm with you. It's like, I honestly don't want them to practice very hard tonight. I don't want to see
have
that.
fun, man.
It's like, they're John Calipari's players. It's not like, oh, man, you guys need to put in the work. You guys aren't good enough. It's like they play for John Calipari. They're going to be great players. So I'm hoping that it's just more of a fun, lax, cool event, get to know the players. Maybe they can have Nick Pringle or whatever draw his Razorback on there at the end. That looked like my 2-year-old nephew did. Man, he's got to work on his Razorback drawing skills. But, I mean, that's what I want to see is just entertainment. I want to see fun. I want to see chill. I want to see some highlights. Yeah, some dunks, some 3-point shooting. All the good stuff that everybody wants to see in a basketball game.
I don't think it's going to be full-on all-star game level, like just Olay defense. I think it will be a slight step above that. But my fear is that it's going to turn into just a shot chucking. People are bricking threes, and everybody has the green light. And I imagine the shot selection is going to be not great tonight. But if you're the guy who watches this tonight and you're like, these guys, they don't take the right shots, man.
This team.
They're playing don't do that. Like, that is not what you're supposed to do here. And to your point, Sunday they're going to play in front of a bunch of scouts. That's when you can really let things go. I hope that there's a lot of transition. If someone breaks out in transition, I don't imagine you're going to get a chase down block or you're going to get someone fouling them. I think you got to let the guys play a little bit. But I hope it doesn't turn into just a shot-chucking brick fest.
Me too. Yeah. I mean, who's the most likely to get dunked on tonight? Like, who's going to get put on the poster tonight? It's going to happen to somebody.
I'm afraid it's Isaiah Seeley.
You think it's
he might have some minutes at the 4 and might just get caught rotating over, and Brazil might just put him through the rim.
I think it's Elmer, man.
That's very
I
possible.
think he's just hanging out under the rim. That's kind of his job. It's the space he's supposed to be in. Help over, a little lob. Maybe Pringle gets him. That's going to be my pick. Somebody's going to get one.
I think it's going to be DJ.
Getting dunked on?
DJ getting dunked, man. If
That's crazy.
Logan heard
I don't want. I know. I don't want to say it. I don't want to make it in existence because DJ's my guy, 3J Wagner. But I don't know. But I feel like he's going to go get his afterwards. It's gonna really piss him off, and he's going to go get his. So I'm not hoping it happens. I'm just saying I had to pick a player, and you guys picked some good ones, so I had to go with that.
I wonder how they're going to split this thing up. Because we were talking about it, and we were going to do a draft, right? And it was let people vote on it and see who had the best team or whatever. I wonder if they're going to split it even. And Cal's been doing that at practice. He said that he hadn't even really been playing DJ Wagner and Darius Acuff together much at all because he likes them being so competitive. And I'm thinking, okay, well that's almost like 99.9% sure going to be your starting backcourt. So so I wonder if he goes with the guys that he thinks are going to be the projected starters, or if he does. And Musk did this sometimes, or he would go like the full rotation, like your top 8 guys or whatever, and then the back end of the bench is just a blowout, and it's not even fair.
I wouldn't hate that if I'm being honest with you. You want to talk about like putting some skill sets on display? I really wouldn't hate. That's what. By the way, that's what Dave Van Horn and the Diamond Hogs have been doing at Baum, is loading up the starting lineup and winning 14-0 in these scrimmages. That would be the easiest and quickest path to us coming away seeing a bunch of highlight dunks and being like, oh man, this guy was unstoppable. He was 7 for 8 against the backups.
Yeah, listen. My thing is where with whatever Cal does, I'm going to be for. As far as the formatting of everything, but it's also too where like I feel like there's still some feeling out for Cal, not in the way of like this program or anything, but just something like this where he's trying something. And not saying he doesn't think it's going to work, but it's like let's try to find something that this fan base can get behind, and let's just showcase this team. When we were talking about it, I forgot how long it was ago when Cal met with the media and had us come out to practices. It was kind of like a random thing. It was like, he's trying to really connect a lot more. And I don't know if he's done research. I don't know who's been in charge of like how it's going to be set up. Maybe it's our guy, Riley. Maybe he was the one that put it together.
When in doubt.
It's always Riley. But whoever it is, it's like, I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, I'm really hopeful that it's awesome and people embrace it and whatever it ends up being. But I trust Cal. He's good at this.
So we went to the tip-off tour thing that they did last year.
Yeah.
And first of all, this is just a much better situation. They're going to actually be able to scrimmage each other. Last year, they had such a short roster, and then they had so many injuries that they couldn't even get up and down. They were doing 4-on-4, and like the graduate assistants had to get out there and play. It was ridiculous. And people were like, what are we doing here?
Sorry, I don't want to call anyone out, but didn't somebody at Pine Bluff like mispronounce Cal's name or something?
Yes. Well, she forgot his name.
She forgot his name. It was the Pine Bluff.
She was like, we got Coach Perry. Yeah, Coach Perry.
I'm over here saying I'm not gonna call out names, and it's like it was the mayor. It was the mayor of Pine Bluff. But no, it was pretty bad though. It was pretty bad.
It was, and so this is going to be a lot better than that. But what I do wonder is, so like when they did the red white in the past with Muss, they would have like an assistant coaching each team during the scrimmage, and Muss was just kind of chilling. But then he'd get pissed and he'd start yelling at everybody. He wound up coaching the whole thing. He's like a micromanager. I've seen Cal do this in the past at some of his previous stops. And if they were broadcasting it, he'd have the headset on.
Yeah.
And he's just up there talking, and the whole thing's going on, and the coaches are running it. I wonder if it's going to be a situation like that, or if they're going to do like they tried to do at Pine Bluff. They might have had better success at Hot Springs. Remember the mics were messed up at Pine Bluff?
Yeah, that was bad.
Cal was like hot mic the whole time. Yeah. And they would screw something up, and he would stop them, and he'd turn around to like 1,500 fans and be like, okay, this is where they did this wrong. We need you to be here. We need you to be there. It was like, it's like a coaching
Here's
clinic.
why we're stopping play. And he have the mic and he's walking around. It was a very interesting event. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. No, this is going to be better though. Like I can tell you, like if Go Lab is popping, Go Lab right here in Fayetteville, it's popping. We appreciate everybody coming out and being patient with them too, because I know that they got a lot going on and everything. But if it's as popping at Bud Walton tonight as it is in here, it's going to be a great atmosphere.
What are we thinking about the turnout?
What's up?
What are we thinking about the turnout? Big crowd. They're giving away 5,000 shirts.
I say at minimum, I think the lower bowl will for sure be full.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I think so.
10K total.
10K.
That'd be awesome.
And listen, folks, if you get there, don't be those weirdos that sit up in the top like in the beginning. Go down and just be involved.
Togetherness is fine.
Like
We're all
they
big-
did for
one
the
happy
snow
family.
games, Curtis, where they were like, hey, everybody in the upper deck, come on down. Like,
Yeah, they're
let's
like,
go
we're closing the concessions up top. That way you guys can come
Is
down.
John George still doing the PA?
I don't know.
That'll be very disappointing if John
we
George
might
is
get there late enough to like have bad seats. Because there's
Maybe.
by the way,
There's a lot of people.
There's people in the chat that have said they're already there. They've been lined up at Bud Walton. I know students were out there for like a couple hours ahead of time. So it's like we might get there too late, low key.
Maybe.
I mean, listen,
Yeah,
I'm for it though, but that's what you want to see though. You want to see the excitement surrounding the program, and it's free 99 to get into, which is a big thing. Bud Walton's awesome. What's the parking? I don't even know. Is it just like free for all?
I would imagine it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Lot
assumed it was
56.
free. That would be funny if they're like, "Yeah, you can come to the game for free, but you got to pay for parking." It's like, nah, you're probably not going to do that. But
Yeah, that would be a tough.
yeah,
sell,
but there's
for
going to be plenty. There'll be plenty of people. It's a beautiful night. I mean, it's my
Yeah.
birthday. Everyone's going to
John's
be
birthday.
there.
Everyone will be
yeah,
out.
it's a
Yeah.
bye week.
No
Yeah,
thank
Arkansas
God.
football loss
Yeah.
on the agenda this
Yeah,
weekend.
that might be the thing that everyone's pumped about. It's like, hey, we don't have to see the Hogs
We
lose this
will
weekend.
not lose tomorrow.
Hopefully, a
that's
bunch
true.
of people are leaving Baum Walker and going over there, getting in line, getting ready to go to Bud Walton Arena. Right?
I think that is possible.
I think that's
I
probably. a pretty good
actually
plan.
talked to multiple parents of baseball players who were like, "Yeah, I'm pulling up."
Okay.
You guys remember a couple years ago? I know they're going to do the player intros, and I hope it's just a deal where they announce them. You get to run through some smoke, whatever, and it's cool, and you dap up all your teammates. You guys remember when they were doing the skits? Like Danielle Musselman was
yeah.
the MC, and
Yes.
Talent show. Type
Trey
thing.
Wade and Kate Arbogast were dressed up like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it was a weird deal. They had to do karaoke. Is that a John Caliperry thing?
No.
I don't know. I hope they just do what Duke has done in the past and just
Yeah.
have everyone has their own walkout song. When you're introducing Carter Knox, it's just 20 seconds, whatever song he wants to play. He can do a little dance if he wants, or he can just dap up his teammates. People do all in between. But I hope everyone kind of gets their signature moment and get to kind of express some of their personality a little bit.
Yeah. I want to see. Yeah, because I want to see the personality of these guys. Like we know the retention guys and what their personalities are like, but these new transfers, the freshmen, like I want to see their personality. Because I'm telling you right now, and I mean this I keep saying this, but I mean in the most complimentary way. Malik Thomas looks like a guy that's killed a man, but in a good way. Like he means because he's just got that mentality where it's just like he's going to take over games. He's going to get like he'll be friendly to you, but he wants to like take your soul out on the court. And that's what I'm not saying he needs to do that tonight, but I'm like I want to see like the personalities of these guys on showcase and see if we can maybe see a few of them.
I
Like
will
that
say, if you're an elderly person, maybe cover your ears. But this team does love to dance on TikTok.
That's
They
true.
love
do.
doing the TikTok dances together. So sometimes we get a little 3-man weave on the TikTok. Sometimes they have the whole team in there. I imagine there's going to be some TikTok dancing on the court tonight, which is what it is.
Yep. Just if you're part of the olds that doesn't like that, just go get on your phone and check your email or something, man. Get on your AOL account and see what's going on.
Let the kids have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
let
the
'em have
kids
fun.
play. Come on, let them do TikTok dances. They can do it as long as they want, as long as they're winning, and they're going to win tonight. So let them do it.
Yeah, and it took us 31 minutes to mention Darius Acuff Jr., and it took us 43 minutes to mention Amir Brown.
Yeah.
The walk-on guy. He's the coordinator of all the
Although-
vibes on this team.
He did get someone in the chat said he's going to win the dunk contest, which would be impressive.
If he just dunks it at all,
Yeah,
I think
if he
should win.
dunks, he should win. Yeah.
I would
Spud
give that
Webb.
to him.
Oh man, yeah. I'll be for it. Again, maybe that's why he wins is because he just is able to dunk.
Yeah.
He'd win it because of
Little
that
rim
arm.
grazer.
So
Do it.
I like
appreciate it, guys. See you.
Appreciate you, boys.
Enjoy it. I like all these like Razorback shirts. I want to know where all these kids got these different Razorback shirts, man.
Oh man, they got
Alumni Hall is where he better should have
They
gotten
need to
it.
be getting him in Alumni Hall.
He better
for
be
sure.
getting an Alumni Hall. Got some problems. So I know this is like again, this is gonna be awesome. I'm excited about this tonight. I was already pumped, but now I'm really pumped. I'm pumped to see this. I'm pumped to see basketball.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to get over there. I mean, I'm the basketball guy, so you guys know
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Hell, this is like our fourth piece of basketball content today, which, by the way, shout out to John Caliperry for landing a big commitment today.
That's nice of him.
There was just by the way, there's no way that you have a priority recruit who's announcing his commitment the same day that you're doing an event like this and John Calipari doesn't get him. It's like anybody who was down. First of all, if John Calipari is recruiting somebody, he ain't going to Providence.
No.
That's just not a thing that's going to happen.
At
here,
least
okay?
unless Arkansas just doesn't want
Unless
him,
they just really don't want him. Exactly. But yeah, you got this event going on. Listen, Coach Cal's going to get his guy. I wonder what the recruit situation is going to look like. They'll probably have some 2027 guys out there, but I hope it's a good event for everybody to see, and I imagine it probably will be.
No, yeah. Like I just assume which we know, anything that Calipari does is going to be next level. Like he's not going to like just go halfway into anything. And we were talking about maybe today or yesterday about when Cal threw that first pitch in that baseball game when he first got
It's
hired.
electric.
I remember thinking, I'm like, this is weird because I'm like, why is Cal going up there and risking, shanking it or shorting it or anything? It was like, I've never seen him throw out a
Could have
first
torn
pitch.
his UCL as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. It's like he could have gone out there and embarrassed him. And, all those Kentucky fans are just sitting there watching it intently back. As soon as that thing hits the dirt, we are tweeting and making memes. But he's like, he goes out there and throws it right down the pipes. And I'm like, he wouldn't have done that if he didn't think that he's like, I can do that. And so it's going to be the same thing with whatever he does. It's like, he's not going to do something without full awareness and confidence that it can work and it will work. And that's what's great. Even with some events like this or the type of events they're going to do in it, he's got confidence in himself. It's like, yeah, I got a reason for this and it's going to be working. And so he just needs to keep working his magic.
To that point, John, do you all think there's like some type of ace up his sleeve? Like, is there something that's going to happen tonight that we did not know about? Where like some announcement, some unveiling, or maybe just an appearance from someone we didn't expect?
I heard, and this was probably 2 weeks ago, and I haven't checked back in on it, that there might be a special musical guest.
A musical, yes.
Okay.
No,
So-
Duke.
Yeah, you said it was
Duke
a rapper
Not
that I
Duke
would
Deuce.
know.
Yeah, not Duke Deuce.
I forgot to follow up and ask.
But
I'll follow up
maybe
and
along the same wavelength there. We'll see. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, so I don't want to say it for sure. But
It's going to be
I was a huge fan of the yeah.
Kamani Johnson was too. So
Yeah.
He was the only hog. You remember how awkward it was, Curtis? They had Duke Deuce performing out there, and the team just standing 10 feet away from him, just like clapping. I
Yep.
hope it's less awkward than that.
I hope it's Eddie Money.
Take me home tonight. That'd be sick.
Like that at the Liberty Bowl or something. So
What's crazy
hey,
is he was old at that Liberty Bowl in 2009. Like
Yeah.
that was
That's true.
He was old then.
well, actually, you know what? It's probably going to be Taylor Swift because she came out with a new album. I don't know if you guys heard about it. It was in all the papers this morning that Taylor Swift came out with a new album. Taylor Swift's probably going to be at Arkansas at Bud Walton tonight.
I mean, we had Jessica Alba there not that long ago, right?
This
It's
is
true.
true.
Jessica Alba was there.
This is true.
Jessica Alba, Taylor Swift, all the
It's
same
all the same
people.
thing, yeah.
All the same people.
Okay, we talked about this the other day. Now we got to give our final. Are they going to bring Bobby Petrino out there?
They better bring Bobby Petrino out there.
I hope
Bring Bobby
Bobby's
to
there.
half court.
I want to see Bobby call the Hogs again.
Yeah.
I want him to see him do it with enthusiasm.
Is Bobby gonna play? Is he gonna suit up?
Oh, we might have like a celebrity game.
Like, you know how Drake suited up
Yeah.
and wore the warm up? Get Bobby out there.
No. Dude, when you're talking about judges, maybe Bobby would be a judge for the dunk contest.
that would be fun.
That'd be fun.
I'm in for that. Yeah, get some of the coaches. Coach Music is going to be there.
Yeah.
Get Bobby, get DVH over there. DVH could definitely
Looking
judge
forward
the
to
dunk
seeing
contest.
Coach Music tonight.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And no, well, if it was Bobby, I don't know. I've only seen him enthusiastically call the Hogs once, and it was when Dorial Green Beckham was here, and that didn't work out. But no,
Yeah.
I want to see Petrino out there. I want to see him smiling, like feeling good on himself. Like I want to see him and Cal dapping it up and be like, man, 2011 me would have loved this scene.
I think it
So
makes
last
sense.
time
Jeez.
Bobby was in Bud Walton, it didn't go well, right? Who did they
No,
play?
it'd be Duke.
Was that the game?
Was it the
Yeah.
Duke game?
Oh, so I guess
No.
it did go well. He
'Cause
went to the
remember-
one good
Oh,
game of that year.
Because
right.
I was laughing
Yeah.
because everyone stormed the court when they beat Duke, and they on the court after this game were chanting Bobby, Bobby. I'm like, what school, when you just beat
Yeah.
Duke in basketball, storms the court and starts chanting the offensive coordinator's name?
Yeah.
I was like, that was a wild
Who
thing.
was fired for cause
Yes.
not even
Yeah.
a decade ago.
Yeah, but it was so cool and seeing Bobby there. So yeah, they'll have Bobby there.
Yeah.
And if I'm Cal, I'm
Hey,
like, you're gonna
Great.
be here,
Invite
Bobby.
Pittman. Screw it.
Yeah, why
Invite
not?
Pittman.
Why not? Yeah.
Just
Got
have
nothing
Pittman
going
out
on.
there, man.
Yeah.
That would actually be hilarious.
He's
I
not
feel,
busy.
By the way, he would get in that arena. I feel like he wouldn't get a negative reception.
No, I don't think.
No, give him.
I am changing my answer there. Like the loudest ovation tonight at this basketball event is going to be the interim head football coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like we all intended.
Of the 2 and 3 team.
Yeah. Off 2 and 3 team with not many wins in sight. But hey,
And if the football team wasn't in the situation that it was, it would be cool if they got them involved in a way.
Yeah, it would.
You know, like it's like have Taylon Green come out there and dunk the
I hope
basketball.
Dave
He's
is
probably
there.
good for
As
it.
much as I was talking all that crap about Bobby and how he needs to be there for this, I do hope Dave drives over.
Me too.
I think Dave is already just like sitting here. He's probably already at home, like looking at the scouting report for LSU, even though he's not playing them this year. He's just already scheming, getting some things tuned up and all that. So that's what my hope is. But either way.
And I know we're out here live at Go Lab Red for a few minutes here before we head over to Bud Walton Arena for
Which is,
Primetime
again,
at the Palace.
Awesome crowd. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it. This is cool.
Place is
Again,
incredible.
yeah, it's an awesome spot. It's an awesome spot. We even got a great crowd in front of us that they're having to listen to us blare our voices into their ears.
Right in their faces.
And they are so attentive, and we appreciate it.
They become more and more locked in the farther we've gone along.
I'm sure they've learned a lot about basketball.
They're waiting for us to
tonight,
stop talking so they can be like, hey, can y'all shut up?
Yeah, can y'all just shut up? We're trying to eat our wings, man. Come on now.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. I do want to get into the chat a little bit. I mean, obviously, we got a big crowd out here. We got a lot of people listening on our stream here. We got some super chats. We get super chats.
Our producer Michelle's like slacking on the job over here. She's not moderating the chat. It's almost like she has a baby in her hand.
Yeah, what is she doing over there?
Come on, man. That's on. But look, no, we got intern Cameron on it.
Did we announce that Wesley's here?
No, well, we didn't announce that Wesley's here. He is here.
I don't know if you want the whereabouts.
I'm sorry, I just spoiled it.
Sorry.
Almost.
Was that a secret? I'm sorry.
My almost 1-month-old son is over there hanging out. He's very sleepy. Maybe
he's been a trooper. He's been getting it, man. Look at that.
Yeah, he looks
Pod at the Palace onesie. An awesome guy got him that. I can tell you that.
That's right. Yeah, shout out to John for getting him the Pod at the Palace onesie there. It's good stuff. Looks like he's behaving. Good for him.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. I mean, he was asleep when he got here. He looks like he's mostly asleep now.
2:00 in the morning should be fun.
I wish I was sleeping.
I love it. Okay, I do want to get into these super chats. So, and by the way, just a heads up for anybody who's in here that wants to check it out later, and then everybody obviously back at home. We've been going back and forth on the idea of like, all right, what are we really gonna get out of this in terms of takeaways and analysis and everything? Do we just post something later? Do we go live? You guys knew that we were gonna go live. So the Pod at the Palace after party is going to happen 15-ish minutes or so after things wrap up here. We got to get back to our respective houses. But Andrew and I are going to go live for, I usually say, a half hour or so,
said
but
30
we know
minutes.
how this works.
There's no way in hell it'll be 30
There's
minutes.
zero chance that happens.
You have nothing better to do late night on a Friday than to join me and Andrew Ellis on a live stream and talk about this basketball event. So please join us. If you have questions, we'll get to them. But I wanted to throw it out there. Cody James, we appreciate you. He says Acuff is the next great Caliperry guard.
People are saying.
I mean, the projected first-round pick. He might be a lottery pick. Honestly, if he hits and he's the type of player that they expect him to be, and if he really is that next great Caliperry guard, all this talk about Arkansas being potential Final Four, potential top 10 team, that kind of stuff is how you reach that ceiling.
John Wall, SGA, De'Aaron Fox.
We're booking reservations for St. Elmo's in Indianapolis, boys. We're going to be hanging out there. It's going to be awesome.
Can't wait. Witty, by the way, who popped in here, by the way. John, I don't know if you saw him. You were in the back.
I didn't get to see Witty.
Witty was here.
Children.
Yeah, he had his 2 kiddos with him.
Oh, nice.
And, then he was in and out. He's back and forth on whether or not he's going to come out to Bud tonight. But appreciate him. And he says that he's as pumped for this event tonight as John's arms.
Yeah.
Thanks, Witty.
What I said, he paid for that comment. I just want to let you know. So.
You're paying. Thank you, Witty. I appreciate it.
Okay, we also have Kelku in here with a super chat, and she says, "Happy birthday, Johnny Brewer."
Johnny Brewer. Shout out to intern Cameron for coining that one, man. That was a good one. That was good stuff. So yeah, but thank you, Kelku. We appreciate you.
And then we also have a big one here. We really appreciate it. Kevin Kuntz. He just dropped a 50 spot here and said, "Have some beers, guys." Well, we have
beers. We're gonna have some more for sure.
Yeah, the Tusk Light beers here at Goat Lab is great. They got
Tusk Light, also known as Dudley Light.
Yeah,
and, it's good stuff over there.
Yeah, no, they got great beers here, and the wings are great. I mean, everything's great about this place. So yeah, come on out. If you can't make it today, just remember every Monday through Friday at noon they play our show Inside Arkansas Live on one of these TVs. I don't know why, but they do. So if you want to watch us and get you some beers and burgers,
just come here every day.
If you want to be in America every day, try to eat. Yeah,
just come here every day and make it happen.
All right. Well,
you forgot one.
I was about to say you did just get a big one. A very important one.
Hey, we did get another one. Angel, who's been, just a constant in the chat since the days of the old regime that shall not be mentioned.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Drop a super chat in there for the baby boy. We appreciate it. It'll go to the diaper fund. It's crazy how small a baby can be. Like, they don't eat that much, but they go through a lot of diapers, man.
I can only imagine.
That'll go to his Harvard fund.
I hope so.
That kid's going to be on scholarship, dude. He's going to be like Jeremy Lin over there at Harvard playing basketball for free.
Dude, that'd be awesome if Wesley hooped at Harvard.
That would be great.
And then transferred to Arkansas for his senior year.
I'd be okay with that.
He'd be like a 5'11" guard that's like scrappy, and then like senior year, he's like, you know what, I'm coming.
And he goes into the tournament as a 13 seed, and they beat Kentucky as the 3 seed.
Harvard. That's what I like.
See, all right, now we're getting
the smart kid versus the dumb kids, is what they say.
Yes. Jamel Jones, we appreciate it with the super chat, says this is for mom and baby Curtis, the real MVPs. I just got to bring the baby around all the time, man. It's like
So you're making money on this.
making a fortune off this
Yeah.
kid, man. This is awesome. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, your baby in my arms apparently is just what's doing all the money for right here.
Yeah, drawing the viewers, man.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess so. Well, man, we've had a great time out here at Go Lab Red. I don't know about you guys. I had no idea exactly how this was going to go once we came out here, but it's been a huge crowd. And the more you guys got talking, the more fired up I got about this event that we're getting ready to go to. So how you feeling as we get ready to head over there?
Man, I am excited. I am so pumped. If the nips were any harder, my clothes would explode. I'm just telling you, it's going to be the way that this game is going to go tonight. I could not be more pumped up for it. I love to see basketball. I love to see basketball because I'm not mad yet. They haven't lost yet. They have a lot of good players.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful night. I'm spending my birthday with people here at Go Lab, and then I get to go to Bud Walton Arena and watch basketball. Top 10 team. I don't know about you. What could be better? Honestly, I don't think anything could be better. I'm so excited.
I know everybody does the like cliche, the Hogs are going to win bit, like where it's like, hey, nothing bad can happen. But seriously, there's nothing bad that can come out of this event. Will it be a life-changing experience? Probably not. Will it completely transform the way we view the program? Probably not. But if you come away from tonight not excited and not happy about Razorback basketball, you got a huge dump right in your pants.
Yeah.
And you should not feel that way. And I think this is a time for us to celebrate. It's a celebration. We should treat it as such. I can't wait to get over there.
Yep. Celebrate, kill, celebrate, kill again, celebrate, kill again.
No better way to end than right there. That's going to do it for us here at the Pod at the Palace at Goat Lab Red. Folks, appreciate everybody for coming out, hanging out, taking advantage of the ice cold beer and the cheap wings. It's a really good deal.
Oh, yeah.
We can't wait to get back out here. And make sure you tune into the Pod at the Palace after party tonight after the festivities. We talk about everything that we just saw. But for Andrew Ellis, John Neighbors, Dudley Dawson, intern Cameron, baby Wesley, appreciate everybody. This is Curtis Wilkerson. We'll be out here. We'll see you guys next time.